What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the upcoming Warhammer crossover with Modern Warfare 3, new content, modes, plus even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and also as a reminder, we got plenty of brand new content going up over on detonated.com for those out there that want additional coverage for multiplayer, Warzone, and even zombies, plus plenty of tweets every single hour on Detonated's Twitter. Now, as of earlier this morning, I posted a bit of a news roundup on what's going on with COD 2024. I'll obviously be going more full force with Black Ops 2024 content roundups over the next couple of weeks and months, of course, as we get closer to the imminent reveal of Treyarch's new premium title. But apart from that, I want to talk a little bit more about MW3 here tonight, and as a reminder, you're going to be seeing some disgusting tech Evolvere gameplay in the background on Fortune's Keep. They've actually gone ahead and nerfed this weapon inside of Warzone as of last night, so following a big buff they actually provided to this weapon earlier this week, they ended up saying, you know what, let's revert that a bit because this weapon is a little bit too dangerous to go up against and even to use in a match of Warzone. And you guys saw plenty of demon footage on stream while I was using it, and you'll be seeing a lot of that here in the background as well. But going into some bundle information for those out there that do care about cosmetics, we have Bigfoot now in the shop. And if you guys are like, wait, DK, what is the bundle release schedule for Season 2? Unfortunately, just like with Season 1, there really isn't a schedule anywhere. There isn't any info in official blog posts about when certain bundles are coming out. We don't have any of those leaked schedules anymore either from the usual data miners, since the schedules are no longer put into MW3's files. Best we can do is guess, but there's also an ultra skin pack for 2,400 COD points, and it's a pretty cool looking skin. It's definitely animated, but there aren't any tracers on the blueprints. This has me scratching my head, right? Why do they keep having these bundles cost upwards of 2,800 COD points, but then you don't have tracers on the blueprints? Really confused as to what changed with MW3's cosmetics, and if whether or not that's just something that is temporary for some of the early days of MW3's post-launch. Maybe that'll change in the future. But also as a reminder, the free PS Plus combat pack did go ahead and drop for MW3. This is the second pack called Decomposition, featuring a new operator skin for Lockpick. We also got 2 blueprints, a charm, sticker, calling card, and even an emblem. As a reminder, this is the final year of PlayStation exclusivity for Call of Duty, meaning that beginning with Black Ops 2024, we're no longer going to see combat packs like this that you can only get on PlayStation. And obviously, after a year of exclusivity, all the combat packs end up dropping for Xbox and PC anyway. But I'm curious if we're still going to get combat packs next year and beyond, but just to the point where they release on all platforms at the very same time. We also have a pro pack that's live in Modern Warfare 3. This is the Season 2 one, which costs $20 real. You have a Raptor operator skin, 2 blueprints, a calling card, decal, charm, emblem, and of course, don't forget about the 2,400 COD points. So you're spending $20 and getting reimbursed with 2,400 COD points, essentially $40 of value for the price of 20. This is again for those out there that care about bundles, cosmetics, skins, and COD points in Call of Duty. If you don't care about stuff like that, I totally respect that, but it's a part of the news, hence why I am covering it here. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to remind you about MitchCactus.com, where you can get assistance granting camos, nukes, or schematics in MW3. These guys do not use unlock tools or any bannable methods and will actually help you play the game. Mitch Cactus is also supported by Trustpilot with over 10,000 verified reviews. You can use code Dynamite for a limited time to save 5% off your order. But jumping into Warhammer, this has been a rumored crossover for Call of Duty for the last month and a half, I want to say. So as of a couple of days ago, we have actual footage that was posted by the usual data miners of a Marine trooper, or I guess you can call him a Space Marine, that will be making his way into MW3 at some point, reportedly with Season 2 Reloaded, but it could even be a little bit sooner than that because according to these leakers, this isn't referred to as Season 2.5 content, but instead just Season 2. Now, I don't know much about Warhammer, I'm not going to pretend to, but if you guys know a little bit more about the Warhammer series, then let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. I'm not ruling out that this isn't an operator skin, but we'll just have to really wait and see what this could be for. I mean, I've seen some references posted on Twitter about a Dark Angel blade or a Dark Angel guard skin, so there appears to be a number of different cosmetics, which I'm going to break down for you guys in a second. But I think one of the best theories about what this skin could be is that it is a Jug reskin. I know leaks out there do suggest that it is, but nothing is confirmed. Take everything with a grain of salt, of course. This may end up being for something called the Juggermosh mode coming later to Warzone Season 2 Reloaded. Now, as they wrote in the recent blog post, this is a Juggernaut combat all the time type of experience within matches of Kill Confirmed, Domination, and Hardpoint. But there's also a twist with this. You're going to be playing the mode in third person. So what you want to actually do here is maneuver your hulking armor to the middle of the map and secure a powerful one-hit kill melee weapon, giving you tremendous close range power at the expense of becoming the biggest threat on the battlefield. So you can drop an adversary and inspect the remains, or you can grab armor from the fallen and bulk yourself up, check the health bar above your enemies' heads, and ensure your headshots matter as the damage is increased. Apart from the critical weak spots, your armor is impressive enough to prevent any kind of fall damage. In fact, dropping from a tall enough structure creates a ground pound and area of effect stun. Only air support kill streaks are available, along with weapon reloads for your Juggernog armaments and specific perks and stronger melee damage, even without the special weapon. This encourages a more combo-centric combat strategy where melee grenades and gun pairings are created depending on the engagement. An important part of this description for Juggermosh is the very end here, where it says expect an event to launch alongside this limited time mode. So what are the odds that we apparently have a Juggernaut skin for this Warhammer event? Then we have a Juggernaut themed LTM coming to multiplayer. Then they also mention a one-hit melee weapon, which is going to be a special one you have to find in matches of Juggermosh. So here's what I think is going on here, right? There's footage that just surfaced of a chainsaw sword looking finisher, which again, according to leakers, is a part of a Warhammer themed bundle coming at some point, and that's probably a blueprint for the new sword ender weapon coming with Reloaded. It's probably in the classified battle pass sector, and this could also explain why Michonne's upcoming Walking Dead bundle doesn't feature a blueprint for the new sword coming, but instead features dual Kadachi blueprints. Maybe they're saving a blueprint for the sword for a Warhammer collab bundle, or it's even possible that this finisher you can do with this chainsaw looking sword is just for the Juggermosh mode that's coming out that's Warhammer themed. Who actually knows? But there's also footage of a server skull finisher, which I talked about in a video a good month and a half ago. But just as a reminder, there's apparently 2 finishers tied to this Warhammer collab, and there's also gameplay going around of a Warhammer themed Riot Shield blueprint, which is also going to be tied with a Warhammer bundle. Now we also have what looks like the blue steel camo, which you'll end up earning by completing the Warhammer themed event. It's unclear if that's a challenge event where you have to actually do things in MP, Warzone, or Zombies, or if it's an XP focused event where if you run a Warhammer themed operator, you'll then get more XP towards the progression of that event. So many camos ended up leaking out with the launch of Season 2, which I'm going to break down in a separate video because there are so many, but the Warhammer one looks absolutely beautiful. So as it stands, the Warhammer 40k themed collab is apparently going to start on the 13th of March, which is actually just after the start of Season 2 Reloaded on March 6th. The event will apparently last 2 weeks, and that's why I'm thinking it's probably an XP focused event where they give you literally 14 days to reach upwards of like 1.5 million XP while playing any mode of your choice. There will apparently be 3 operator bundles tied to the collaboration, and as of now, the leakers have said that they're just labeled 2002, 2003, and 2007. So if you guys are familiar with Warhammer, that'll probably make a lot of sense to you. And then of course, there's 2 finishers and that one sword melee chainsaw thing that is either tied to the Juggermosh event or is tied to a literal bundle, or even both. Now, although this is kind of an obscure collab, since I feel like a lot of people don't know what Warhammer is, I still respect the idea of Call of Duty doing really cool collab events as often as possible. People out there say, oh, it takes away from the theme of the game and it ruins things, but I'm like, as long as we're getting more than bundles with every collab, I'm okay with things like this. If you have a whole LTM or a challenge event themed around a crossover, I think if anything that adds more spice to a season, or in this case maybe a mid-season, and I have no issue with that, right? If you start seeing a decline in content for, again, multiplayer Warzone Zombies, and I'm not going to mention Zombies because people are already upset about that with Season 2, but if you see a decline in original content but then a rise of collab content, then I get the argument that it's a little frustrating. But as of now, we're getting a lot, and I mean an absolute ton of content for MW3, to the point where I'm like, oh, they're adding another collab event with a free camo or some cool operator skins. So be it. I think it's fine, but I totally get your argument and stance if you don't agree with that, and let me know how you feel about it down below in the comments. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on this Warhammer crossover coming to MW3 at some point soon? How are you feeling about the finisher footage that leaked out, the possible Juggermosh mode, which is actually themed around Warhammer, plus everything else we discussed? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.